Hi, good morning, good afternoon, or evening, wherever you are. Thank you for being here with me today. My name is Danny Martinez, and I am a creative. I do a lot of different things, but today, specifically, I want to show you how to make, dropped it, how to make this. This is a tulip, and it has two sides, one with a smiley face and one with a sad face. And I'm going to show you how to make this using a standard roll of cardboard from toilet paper. So all you will need is a roll of toilet paper cardboard, a pencil, and anything you want to color with. I'm going to be using paints today. You could use markers, you can use crayons. I've even used highlighters for this before. So go ahead and gather all those supplies. Hit pause. We'll hit pause first. Go get your stuff, and then we'll get started. Okay, here we go. So I have the toilet paper roll and the pencil to draw out the pattern with. The first step is we're actually going to press the roll, but we're not really going to crease it. We just want to kind of make it flat so we can draw on it. But one little tip is you see how this has a, I guess you could call it a seam where the cardboard is put together. I like to make as much of a flat surface here that I can draw the face on. So I kind of push this to the side about there, and then gently squeeze. See how I'm not creasing it. I'm just kind of flattening it. Now we're going to draw the pattern on here. So for this step, I like to find out where the bottom of the flower is going to meet the stem, and I've just been doing it at center. So I kind of find where the midline is here, and kind of put a little dot right there. I kind of made a little mark there. So that is where the bottom of the flower is going to turn back up, and then that's where the stem is going to come down towards the bottom. Okay, so for this, I kind of really use it really loose sketching, and I take it all the way to the side because the sides are going to stay connected. So I kind of make one line, start to bend it to where it runs right into here. And now I know it's going to go back up to this side. And I know it's going to go all the way here. So I have the top of the flower here. Now I'm going to make the tops of it. I'm going to make some lines coming down here, one on each side, and then one in the middle. And I take these all the way up to the line here. And don't worry about it being even. This is just a simple craft to have fun with. Keep it fun, keep it loose, and we will have a flower on the end. See? You can see I kind of just take it up to the side, take this point here. Now we are ready to draw the stem. Okay, so the stem thickness is up to you. I like to keep it just a little bit smaller than this center area here. So I'll make a line about here and here. So now I know I can bring these down. And with this space, I usually go about halfway. So from between here and here, I'll make my stopping spot right about center here. Now this little part is where the leaves are going to come up on both sides. So we're going to take the right side and curved line all the way to the edge. Curved line all the way to the edge. Now from this edge, I'm going to pull it back down, and I'm going to go straight past the bottom here. So a little bit of a curve and straight off. Oop, like that. Same thing. There we go. That is the basic pattern for the tulip. So next step is going to be cutting all of this area. These are all the spots we're going to cut with scissors. So I'll go ahead and get that started and show you what it looks like. Okay, here we go. Next step. We are now going to cut here. Kids, remember, if you do not have permission or adult supervision, please make sure you get both of those before you start using the scissors. I like to start on the bottom here, and I'm just going to really rough cut here. This again is a simple craft. You don't have to follow the sketch lines you already have down. A little bit of wiggle room is fine. It's a small area to cut, so it can be a little difficult at times. I do the leaves and then the top, and then I'll do the middle here. And I'll show you what that looks like. Okay. All right, I'm about to make the final cut here for the leaves and take it all the way down. And we are left with our tulip. So you'll see that it stays connected on the sides, and that's what helps it stay standing. All right, we're going to move to the next phase, which is coloring the flower and the stem and the leaves. Okay, I'm now going to get my paint here in my little palette. This is actually a soup spoon I kept from a Japanese restaurant we went to when we got ramen. It works really well as a paint palette. I'm gonna put these two colors in. I'm doing orange since I did a pink one earlier, and I'm doing green, the same green I did for the pink one for the leaves and the stem. Okay, so if you are using paint like I am, one tip I found that works really well is taking the brush strokes from the bottom of the flower and moving it towards the top. This kind of allows you to spread more across the flower. And it's a little tricky to hold, so you can actually, if you want to work upside down too, you can put your fingers in there to kind of move it around. Palette's going everywhere here. And then you would just do the reverse direction, go down. But whatever is most comfortable for you, make sure you make that work for you. Now, I'm going to go ahead and finish both sides of this and then move down to the stem and the leaves. Okay, I have finished both sides of the tulip. I'm now going to move to the stem and the leaves with this green. Okay. All right. 2, 3. Okay, let's put some green on. And doing kind of the same thing, taking it from this edge and then bringing it in. And one trick is when you get close to the flower, I found it easier to make your stroke going across this way. So you can kind of make a cleaner line here. And I will show you how to do that when I get to that point. So I get as close as I can with the strokes going this way. And then using, I like this flat tip on this brush. It allows me to kind of just move it right across and follow the bottom of the flower. And curve my line like that. Let's go ahead and do the other side. Okay. All right, final touches here on the tulip. Go straight across like that. Now, you can see how you get some unfinished white spots here. I say keep that. That's what makes it look like a craft. The point of the craft is not to make a masterpiece. The point of a craft is to enjoy doing the craft. Enjoy using your body in whichever way you are able to craft. Enjoy the experience, the textures and the colors. It's supposed to be fun. Some people have painted the inside. Again, I like to keep it bare like that just to make sure it has that craft look. Now, last step here, I'm going to let this dry a little bit more, and we're going to go ahead and put the expressions on both sides. I will be using Sharpie for that. I feel that it just helps me do a little bit, control the diameter of the eyeballs. So I love this. Hope you're having fun. While I wait for the project to dry, that's when I like to clean up my station, clean up these palettes so I can reuse them. They're super fun to use, easy to clean. All right, so if you made it this far in the video, I just wanted to say thank you for hanging out with me, and as well as please consider to like and share and subscribe, follow all those all the YouTubey things would really help me out. Okay, friends, we are almost done here. This is dried here. We are going to now. Okay, friends, here we go. Now it's time to draw the expressions on here. This is dried enough for us to make some marks. I'm using Sharpie for this one. Now, the first one I showed you, the pink tulip, we have happy, we have sad, but we are much more complex than that. So I'm going to show you a few other examples of expressions because we are more than happy and sad. Okay, so for this part, finding the right way to draw on it, I like to anchor right below the flower, the top, pushing down, not too hard, and then supporting here. That allows you to kind of have a little bit of a surface that doesn't bend too much. Now, the expression. One expression I like to do is excitement. And sometimes I like to draw the eyes like this. I'll make 2 lines and then a third line. And then I'll repeat that on the other side. Now this is the expression of excitement, so excited that the eyes are closed. And I'm going to make the smile a little bit bigger than the other side. See? Look how excited this tulip looks. Okay, let's do the other side. I have a little bit of an anchor here. Now, this is an expression that I think most of us have felt. Sometimes we feel a little anxious or concerned, and that is completely normal. And I want to show you how to draw that here. I do the circular eyes. 1 and 2. And a little bit of a mouth, not really sad, not really happy, more concern. Now what makes this the expression is the eyebrows. I make a little bit of a curved brow on both sides. So now that's a face or expression of worry. Now if we look at this, we are all these things, and we might be a combination of these things. We might cycle through all of these in an hour, in a day, in a week, and that is completely normal. Now, one thing you can do, you don't have to, you'll notice here on this, we have a little bit of a white dot on the eyes. It's going to act as like a highlight. So you can do it with or without. Well, can't really see it because the eyes are closed on this one, but let's go ahead and add it on this one. I'll show you exactly how I do that. Now this part actually uses so little paint that I actually take it from the lid. You don't need a whole lot at all, so we don't need to dirty a palette for this. And I just add a bit of highlight just in the top left of the eyeball. Just a dot. One there and one there. That's it. Okay, friends, there you have it. That's how you make the cardboard tulip with different expressions. Well, friends, I hope you had a great time doing this craft. I love doing this. It's just so simple, so fun. And I hope you come back. But mostly, I hope you know you are allowed to feel all of these and express all of these different feelings and emotions. It is completely normal to do so. So again, thank you so much for spending some time with me. I was so glad you came, and I will see you soon.